Welcome to the greatest ad in the world this week, featuring Fraser. Today we're gonna have a great ad to sell pet accessories, and this is gonna be super fun. Check it out because we get into a lot of stuff like repurposing, multi-formats, different platforms, where it sits in the funnel, what you need with branding, when to include the logo, when not to include the logo, and so much other stuff. So that being said, let's get to it. Fraser, how you doing today, my man?
I'm good. I'm really good. Yeah, I'm super excited for this. Anyone that follows me online knows that I am basically in ad libraries 24/7 to look for good ads, and I'm excited to share one with you. This one has been on my radar for a while.
I love it. I love it. So let's just get right to it. The idea is this is like the best ad you've seen like all week. And tell me why it's so good. And then I'll try to figure out, as somebody who has always said I don't get creative, like you're gonna help me figure out why it's so good, and then maybe I can go steal the idea and make some money.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a video ad. It's a UGC kind of mashup ad. I'm going to play it for you now, and then we'll break it down. Okay.
All
So
right, love it. Let's do it.
pay attention. Okay.
My dog went from muddy puppy to handsome hound in just 5 minutes with Pup Jet. It lathers, rinses, and scrubs your dog with one single device. Now, instead of hand scrubbing this mud monster for hours, he's dirt-free in 5 minutes. Just add soap, connect to your garden hose or indoor shower, and lather them down. Then switch to water mode for a quick rinse and watch the dirt disappear like magic. All done and ready for the next adventure.
Okay. Here is I made some quick notes of why I think this advert is pretty sick. Okay. And it basically comes down to, the first thing is the hook. I've worked with a lot of pet brands in the past, and pet owners love to look at other pets.
Oh yeah.
Right. And no doubt as well, if they are a pet owner, they probably get videos of their pets, videos of like other dogs, other cats, whatever, on their feed all the time. So,
Oh yeah. Like my business account, I've deleted everybody who I don't care about, and now it's just suggesting dog meme videos.
dog videos.
Half of it is dog sauce.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So that video of the cute dog would fit perfectly into the feed straight away. TikTok
100%.
straight away. So you hook them organically very quickly without any like horrible like engagement bait tricks. And then after that, with the actual hook, we're creating a little bit of mystery because we don't know how they turned their dog from looking like this to looking like this, right? So we're creating mystery, which helps with hold rate. And as we all know, the longer people watch videos, the better the results. Okay. So we want to keep them. We want to hold them throughout it. So we're creating some mystery, the same way people do on YouTube, where they say, where Mr. Beast might say, oh, stay until the end of the video to see how we do this. It's the same thing. It just works with ads as well. Okay. And then after that, they fit very nicely the product, like showing the problem and then showing the solution, right? You've got a dirty dog. What are you going to do about it? Well, here's something that you can use really quickly. And also they show a quick demo, but then most importantly, they answer all the questions that instantly come up. Is this going to fit it with my hose outside? Oh, it does. They mention that straight away. Is this going to fit in the shower? I don't have a garden. I can't use a garden. I don't have a hose outside. Yes, it fits with my shower. So the two most important questions, which might hold people back from the purchase, they've answered straight away. So the only thing you have now is the price. Like, that's the only thing that might stop you from buying this. And you find that out by clicking on the ad and going to the landing page. Like, that's the point of an ad, right? The point of an ad creative is to get them onto your site. Like, what more do you want? That it's like perfectly summed up. And especially for the niche, like the pet niche, they've nailed it because they found a problem that everyone has and they've given you a solution really easily.
No, I love it. I love it. So like, part of me, and walk me through this as a performance marketer. I mean, first off, I totally get it as a casual viewer. I think it's cute puppies, all sorts of stuff. And I understand that we're doing sort of the features and benefits kind of thing here. When you're strategizing where this goes, is this, in my opinion, this feels sort of like a top of funnel, like I'm going to grab everything. Is this something that you would also do as like a square or take screenshots of as like
Yeah.
images? sort of intended to be sort of a standalone thing? Like, where does this fit in the overall creative strategy when we have to think of funnel or multiple touch points?
I think you're right in thinking top of funnel, 100%. You're introducing people to the product, right? That's what top of the funnel is all about. You're answering a lot of the main questions that people might have before they even know who you are. But you're leaving enough mystery there to get them onto your page. I think you could very easily square this off and you could use it further down your funnel. I think it probably is mostly top of the funnel. I'm not sure about like screenshots. I think if you did, you'd probably have to still answer some of the same questions that you're answering in the video. So it might kind of feel, you know, but then again, as we all know, like, you know, some people like image ads, some people like video ads, right? Like, so
like my mom will watch every video ad on her feed regardless, but my
100%,
she swipes immediately. Like,
yeah,
ad, she's like, I don't know this page. Goes like, I don't put that much thought process into my like passive feed, but maybe it's because I'm on social media all the time.
Yeah, I think
context of like how people just
I think it's mostly, yeah. But I think it's mostly because of, you know, like, as we all know, the way that platforms work has dramatically changed in the past 12 months. Like now, if we want to be entertaining, we want to watch videos, we're going to go to TikTok. We're not going to, you know, or like Reels. We're not really going to go on Facebook to watch video like we did 2 years ago. It doesn't really happen. Instead, particularly Facebook, less so Instagram now, but particular Facebook, it's more for the casual scroll, and the casual scroll fits more into the image side of things, which is where, you know, like Creative OS and like making static images fits in really well. And people are seeing performance bumps with images, particularly like further down the funnel. But I still think there's a place, you know, like the older generation or just people that have been on Facebook for a very long time are still going to watch the odd video when it comes past, if it captures their attention, right? Like you're buying attention at the end of the day. But I think personally, this could fit very perfectly on TikTok. Like I see no reason other than maybe the captions and stuff looking a little bit off. I think it needs like reframing and stuff. But in terms of the speed and the actual advert, I think it'll work perfectly on TikTok.
I love that. All right, I've got 3 questions then. First off, one, I had 2 questions and then you said something, give me a third one.
Okay.
This feels Instagram native because of the text and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you think that is important? And more importantly, in your experience, do you think that if it's done in TikTok, my assumption, let me put it this way, is if I make it in TikTok, it fits on YouTube and Instagram. But if I do the YouTube, it doesn't work on Instagram or TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, for us, general rule of thumb when we're making our creative, if it's UGC, i.e., is it filmed on a mobile by a user, right? We all know that UGC is fairly inflated and fake by now, right? But if it's filmed by an individual, first person style, on an iPhone, then you want native captions. I'd always go TikTok native captions, which are a little bit nicer than the ones on this. This is like a bad attempt at TikTok native. But like you said, it kind of fits into that scheme, right? You already know that it feels more native to the platform than some well-designed captions. So if it's user-generated native captions to the platform, if it's more higher quality, higher end, further down the funnel, potentially more branded, then that's when we want to bring in a more premium feel. And that comes with more designed captions or just things that don't look like they've been done on a phone. Because in terms of like value proposition, it makes more sense if they see things and it's like, oh, that's nicely designed, more budget's gone into that, instead of, oh, I could have shot that and edited it on my phone.
Got it. Okay. So then if we're going to use this video, as it currently sits, there'd be a TikTok version, maybe a YouTube version, maybe a Instagram, Facebook version. When it goes to Square, it might be more of a branded version. And if we were to grab images from it, it would be, that's where we definitely go branded.
Yeah, I'd potentially say, yeah, images. Images, if you want to do UGC images, you need to embrace UGC images, right? So a lot of the time you're not having captions on them, potentially it's just an image of the dog and the product, right? And it's like someone just snapped it on their phone, right? It makes it feel more native. You can have maybe some small captions. When you go to Facebook and Meta, the Square version, you can 100% still use these captions. We do it every single day. Like I am literally editing a video now for one of our clients, and we're delivering it 9:16 and square and 4:5, all of those with the same captions and everything, because it's a UGC video. I don't think it matters so much about the platforms in terms of the captions. It's more the type of video, like the style of the video.
Okay, gotcha. And then the second part to that is, can I use just like CapCut or whatever to make it feel native to TikTok and then use that everywhere? Or does that ding me?
No, see, I would say, so you are perfectly fine using TikTok creative down. Like if you say TikTok is like the very top of the pyramid, you can use that trickling down on every single other platform, right? Because people have become very, very aware of what TikTok looks like, whether they're on the platform or not. Right. It's just, TikTok has done captions very well, that they're very clear and easy to read. And so you can use TikTok creative anywhere down in terms of platforms. What I wouldn't do is edit something which is glamorous and lovely looking, very branded, and use that on TikTok. It's just not going to convert, right? Because of the nature of the platform, it's just not going to work. So instead, what you want to do is you want to potentially, what we do anyway, our workflow is start editing for TikTok. Like if it's a UGC, this is edit for TikTok and then publish down. If it's a high production video, we edit for Meta and then we come down.
Gotcha. Okay. And then my last question is, for the images, like the idea of, as much, because I love repurposing stuff. Like I was just showing you my workflow on like how to make 100 videos in like 30 minutes. Which we're going to 100% do with this episode. Maybe not 800 out of this one, but you get what I'm saying. My point is, if I've done this and it works well, could I potentially take a few of the images or some of the stills, for instance, the still of just, instead of scrubbing mud for hours, boom, I get that. Because in my head, I'm thinking I could do that, but I could also do a like step-by-step video. I'm sorry, a step-by-step carousel. It just shows each thing, and then that's just an ad. Is the carousel of 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, done. Because they have the switch in between the different things. They have the features and benefits. It's just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. I mean, you could literally start with. I've just like pulled up some on my screen here. So instead of hand scrubbing this mud monster for hours, that's the first image in the carousel, because first of all, like there's a lot of like mud monster. What the heck are we talking about? We can see like the dog in the corner a little bit. A lot of dog owners very familiar with, getting back from a muddy walk and, you're absolutely filthy. And then we can go to, potentially this one, probably not because the caption's still the same, but then we can go, boom, this one, he's dirt free in minutes. We're showing the product. It's working. He's soapy. He looks super cute. Just add soap. Next one, connect to your garden hose or indoor shower and lather them down. And then we can end with and watch the dirt disappear like magic. Boom, done. You've got like 4 or 5 images in a carousel there. You can take screenshots from that, and you've got another piece of ad creative, which could be an absolute winner for you, and it's cost you absolutely zero more.
Yeah, and that's why I love the ad, but also that's one reason I love like the idea of like how do we do it, because for me it feels like if I shot this ad, I can get full screen vertical video. I can get square. I can make it native to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, etc. Then I could also get stills to make individual shots, maybe a collage or a carousel. And then also my landing page is basically this video.
100%.
Which could potentially also have been done in landscape and just cropped.
Yeah, if not, you could just throw up a square version of it on there. Sure. Like people are very familiar with watching square videos now. 100%. The important thing to do when you're looking at video ads is instead of looking at them as one whole video that only works when all the pieces are together, like look at it as like blocks almost. So you have like hook block, problem block, solution block, payoff block. Because then when you look at that, it's very easy then to repurpose your content, because then when you're looking at your stats, you go, okay, the hook rate is really high on this. Well, let's just snip out that hook and put it somewhere else. And it still works. Oh, the problem on this bit works perfectly. Let's snip out that and put it with this solution. Because at the end of the day, especially if you're like a one product store, you aren't going to have millions of different problems and solutions. The chances are your product fixes one problem. So just snip it all out, and then you can really start to juggle around. And again, you can even use AI. Like there's a few AI pieces of software that plug into your ad account that give you live data back on what's working, and then re-edit the videos for you. Like this is really truly about embracing AI and the way it works to make better ads.
No, I love that. And the other side of that too is like, if this works, my immediate move is like, all right, I'm going to shoot 3 more doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to get different dogs. I'm going to get a little dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a big dog.
Big dog.
I'm going to get like a short hair dog, a long hair dog, 100%. Just now I'm going off of that permutation. So last question I have for you. Glaring thing. And I can see the client's emails and the Slack messages just stacking up in my inbox. Can you put my logo on? What brand is this? What's the product name? Walk me through why this ad is so good and it doesn't tell me what the hell I'm looking at.
Okay, first of all, your logo is already going to be on the post. What more do you need, right? Secondly, I think there could be
hold on a second. Your logo's already on the post because it's from the page, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So there's the overlay.
Yeah. So whether it's on TikTok, it's on the right hand side. If it's on Meta, it's at the top. Like, your logo, your page name is always present. So, but I think potentially there is an opportunity here where you could. I think this video lacks a strong CTA, right? Like a 25% off, or whether it's a discount code, whatever, or whether it's just a click here to learn more, whatever. I think it does need a stronger CTA to call people to action, to do something afterwards. And that could be a potential there to mention a brand name, not the logo, but a brand name, right? We're doing stuff now for Chomps, and all we need is just chomps.com and people know where to go and who it is. So if you're going to do it, do that route. But my argument would be you don't need your logo because it's performance creative. It's just blocking up and making it look less organic and more like an ad, and people are more likely to just scroll away.
Yeah. And to your point, like the brand name's on the page. We just say the caption isn't the CTA.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
yeah, for sure.
I don't have a landing page. So I watch this video. I have no idea where to go. I don't even know what to Google. And I don't know the name of the page. What you're telling me is that's okay because of the context of the placement everywhere that it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's different when you're like, when you're whitelisting creators and stuff, and it gets a bit muddled in terms of like whose this is. And if that is the case, then you need to make sure that the creator is mentioned in the brand name, maybe a few times throughout the video, or you are actually showing the brand name at the end in a CTA. So you need to be aware of that. So if you are going to whitelist stuff, then yes, but just make sure that you are mentioning the brand name, because people need to know where to go, right? Because not necessarily all the time are people going to click from whitelisting ads, but that's a different scenario. Right now, we're running this on the brand page. What more do we need? Nothing is the answer.
No, I love it. All right, man. I think this is done it for us. Thanks to PupFrendz for the amazing ad here, which I only know because I take a look at the Foreplay board. And maybe we'll link to that at some point down below as well. But thanks, Fraser. I'm stoked. I had fun doing this thing, man. Let's keep doing this because I think this is great. And for that being said, people that are watching, if you want more stuff like this or potentially to have your ad featured, drop them in the comment section below. Especially if you got a Foreplay board. And like we're gonna just keep doing this stuff because I think I learned a lot, and I'm super excited to see how we break this stuff down and just see where this thing goes. So in honor of Pup Friends, I'll make sure that the link in the description shows you how to buy this thing, because I might need to get one for myself, and also a link just to the ad and everything else. So with that, Fraser, I really appreciate it, man.
No worries,
I'll
man.
let you go. How's that?
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks very much for having me.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Bye.